It's Sunday. Hello. It is Sunday morning, afternoon, because it is exactly 12 o'clock on the dot on the East Coast. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are ready for motivating the motivator. Today I'm doing things. I'm going to be a little different today with it, only because I feel like even in the midst of things that are solid, you just got to make sure things flow a little differently on occasion. What we're doing today, we have our guest, Jackie Banguera. She is a yogi, she's a friend, she's a world traveler, she's all these beautiful things. But not only is she a yogi, she's a yoga teacher. So what I want today is, while you all are watching or listening, go grab a mat. Go grab a mat, because after we have a quick conversation, we are going to do some yoga. So hold on, there's Jackie now. I am going to add her in. Jackie is Yoga Diva 50. 50, because yeah, she's 50. So Jackie, you're in. Make sure you see the thing that says I invited you, and you just click on it and boom. Hey boo.
I got it.
You got it?
This is my first live.
We were trying to figure out how she was going to do this. She was like, I got this. I think. I don't know. I don't do live. So she's in. Everybody, this is Jackie. But before Jackie,
Hi everyone.
before she does a whole lot of, before we do all the speaking, I was just kind of letting them know about you and what we're doing today and what's so different about what we're doing today. Jackie's going to lead us through some breath work. She's going to lead us through some yoga flows. And I was telling folks that what they should do as they're listening, leave your phone on, and if you have to, go grab a mat or a really comfortable space, because we're going to be doing something that is pretty revolutionary, and that is taking some time for ourselves, giving ourselves a moment and permission to breathe, to
Right.
flow, to move, to open.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I just finished teaching a class, but I'll teach you a 20-minute flow.
yeah, so we're gonna do, it's gonna be like 20 minutes all together of breathing, flowing, stretching, sun salutations, and why not? Let's do it together. So everybody, this is Jackie Banguera. She is a yogi. She is an entrepreneur. I know everybody on this thing is an entrepreneur too, but we got a lot of entrepreneurs out there. So she's an entrepreneur. We'll talk about that. She is a yogi, yoga teacher. One thing I love about her, which is that when I first took Jackie's class, oh God, I forgot when I first took it, but anyway, what I liked is that she does what I do, which is we have to get people centered first. It's not just about throwing your body around. It is about getting the mind together. It's about the breath. It is about putting your mind on the mat. My yogis know I say that all the time. Just different things. So I'm excited that she's going to be teaching all of you. We're going to be breathing and flowing together and doing all these wonderful things. So Jackie's a world traveler. Holy wow, she's a world traveler. We're going to go over some of those places in a little bit. I'm sorry moving around so much because I'm in my living room, so I get to do like this the studio. She is, and you know what? Jackie's just an amazing, supportive human being too. And she's just wonderful. She moves from her heart. She talks from her heart too, and she don't believe in filters either. So
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I swear.
it's all good. That's what we do. So everybody, welcome. It's Jackie.
Hi Bianca, I see you.
Hi, honey. So how are you today? I know you just finished teaching a class, because you teach a class on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, correct?
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sundays. Yes.
Oh, Saturday, sorry. So 4 days a week. Oh, cool. So everybody, she teaches 4 days a week from 10 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.,
Right.
which is very cool. And it's free. So let's talk about why you're able to offer free classes. Let's talk about your business, because your business is booming enough so that you are able to say, listen, I can just offer up my classes for free to whoever wants to take them. So let's talk about you being an entrepreneur first. So how'd you start that? I know what you do. Let them know what you do, and let everybody know how you started your business.
All right. So I have a cleaning service business that I started 25 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. I know it seems like yesterday, but I started it years ago. I used to be a New Jersey Transit bus driver. And I was like, what, 21 back then?
She's got funny transit stories, by the way. But anyway.
Yeah, so, but I didn't like that job. I hated it with a passion. I just did it for the money and for the benefits. And, because I passed that test. Because they give you like a huge test for this. But anyway, but I only lasted there like 3 years. Because I couldn't take it. I was like, it's a hard job. It's not an easy job. Even though you get all the benefits and stuff. But I used to have a lot of road rage. Oh my God, I wanted to just kill people. But anyway, so I think to myself, I gotta do something else besides this. Because I did go to school. I got an associate degree from Hudson Community College. And then after that, I was going to go take a 4-year schooling for a bachelor on something. I don't know why. But then I was like, no, I just got to do something now, because I'm thinking 21, 22, 23, 24, I think I finished working for New Jersey Transit. I thought I was too old back then. And then my daughter was little. No, well, that's what I used to think back then.
Oh, yeah. At 24, what do we know?
Yeah, right. So I was thinking I was 12 for school. Yeah. Anyway, so I started the business of cleaning because obviously I'm like OCD. I'm like a OCD cleaner. I'm always cleaning. If you come to my house, you notice everything is impeccable and everything is organized. Like I like organized. I like cleanliness. Yeah. So I say to myself, okay, I'm going to start. Oops, sorry, I'm just turning my fan this way because I'm sweating here. I sweat a lot because I went through my, what? I'm 50 now, so I'm going through my mother. Anyway, so I sweat a lot now. Not that I never sweat before, but I sweat a lot more now. But anyway, so after that, I say to myself, I need to start something because I do not want to end up driving a bus for 50 years. Miserable, fat.
Jackie, you know not everybody that drives.
Because that's what you do on the bus. You just sit and eat. You sit and eat, even though I was really skinny. Huh?
Yeah. This is your 24-year-old self that.
Right. I was like super skinny back then, like terribly skinny. I didn't like the way I looked back then because I was too skinny. But anyway. Now I'm very I look more stronger, But anyway, so yeah, I was very skinny. Everybody thought I was too young to drive that bus. Or everybody was like, you sure you have a license for this bus? Because I was too skinny and young looking. So everybody didn't trust me much because they were like, But anyway, so I left that job and I actually made myself get fired because I wanted to collect unemployment. So I was doing all these things to get fired from that job. So I finally got fired. I collected unemployment. While I was collecting unemployment, I started the cleaning business because I had time. So what I did is put up some flyers. Where did I go? Hoboken. Yeah, that's right. I used to live in Jersey City back then. So back then, Jersey City was coming up with a lot of construction work, a lot of building. Hoboken was rising up with a lot of buildings. And I started putting flyers and bulletin boards in Hoboken back in those days. I don't know if they still have them. but like on bus stop, they had these bulletin boards where
Right,
you can
right.
put flyers. And then that's how I got clients. And of course, my clients recommend, you know, other clients. And so it was mostly word of mouth. I
Right.
never had it. Well, back then we didn't have Instagram. No, we didn't have Instagram.
No.
We didn't have I think we did have Facebook. Oh no, no, maybe not.
Yeah,
No, I don't think
MySpace.
we have Facebook either. No,
We had MySpace back then.
MySpace, right? We had MySpace back in those days. Um,
Or
so
something.
my advertisement was mostly word of mouth and making business cards and putting them underneath people's apartments. Because once you get into an apartment and a building, what I used to do is go through all these floors because there was a big, huge building. So I used to put my business cards underneath people's doors. So, you know, I just slide them in there. And that's how I used to get.
Thanks, Bianca.
Yeah, that's how I used to get people. You know, people used to call me. And then I got big. I got like, and in less than a year, my business grew fast. Because back then, I guess everybody needed cleaning. So I don't know, but it grew fast. And then I started putting advertising on the Spanish newspapers for helpers, for like my Hispanic people, obviously, to help me. I love the Mexicans and the Salvadorians and the Guatemalan girls. They are really work hard, like really hard. Like they go in, like they clean like me, very like detail oriented. And I mean, I still have some of the girls with me up to this day.
Oh, really, all this time. I love that. So
because so I say to them, you guys need to clean like me because my clients are already used to me cleaning. And if I bring people in, they have to be like super, super duper, really, you know, fussy and really detail oriented and all that.
So for your business though, you really hard work, dedication, you don't stop, you keep going.
Oh my God, back in those days, we used to clean from like 7 a.m. Let me think. We started at 7 a.m. and we sometimes didn't finish till like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And I did that for like a few years because the demand of cleaning was a lot. Like we did a lot of apartments a day. Back then, it was a lot of apartments in Hoboken, a lot of apartments in Jersey City. I didn't do anything in Bergen County because I didn't live around here. So most of my clientels were Hoboken, Jersey City.
I love it.
Then I venture out into Bergen County, you know, homes around Richwood, big freaking home. You don't even know. We clean for celebrities, girl. We used to clean for Eddie Murphy. We used to clean for Peppers. You know, from Salt and Pepper. Her what was it? Oh, Sandra Delton. I remember her name because she made me a check. She made me a check, so her name is Sandra Delton. Peppers. Yeah. Because I remember she gave me a check and said, we used to clean for a lot of music producers in Alpine, Chris Rock, and all of them. So we clean. Yeah, so we actually clean for a lot of celebrities. And that's how I built up my business, and that's how I made money. And you know, and that's what I've been doing since then because I make money, and you know, and how can I don't know. I just right now at this point I don't clean as I used to anymore because I have enough business that I can just relax and go out there and just check the work, supervise. I still got to supervise though, because if I don't supervise, the girls don't clean like that.
It's your business, it's your name, it's your reputation, it's your that you put like that is your business. You want to make sure it stays there. But what's so good about all the work that you put in is now you're able to, you know, once quarantine hit, it hit a lot of us in various ways, right? You know, one day I'll give my story is not my turn, but for a lot of people, it did all kinds of things where they either had to figure out a way to make money because nothing was coming in because we all worked other places or whatever. But I love that you had this company, this business, and it's so stable that once we get to this point, you're able to provide a service for free. And that's, I think that was wonderful. I was not, well, I did provide for free. I still do. But, but you're able to always do it. And I think that's wonderful. I love that you feel it's so important to still make sure you're teaching yoga, that we get all these different things. How important is it to you to make sure that you keep your students with their practice? How important is that to you?
It's very important because since we've been in quarantine and all these yogis that used to come to my classes at 24-hour fitness and pure bliss yoga in Pune where I teach. So I was like, oh my God, so what do I want to do? Like, seriously, if I need to practice, because if I don't practice, I'm thinking I'm going to lose it. And not only emotionally, but mentally and physically, obviously, because that's what we're doing. Quarantining, just eating and eating because we're so anxious, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we do. So I'm able to provide free yoga for all my students, right? And whatever people wants to join in, I don't mind. I don't care. Because I don't do yoga for business.
Right.
I do yoga because I like it, because I don't know, it's like a passion of mine. It's like a hobby, I guess. You know what I mean? But it's not my business that I need to do yoga to provide for myself financially. This is why I give out free yoga, because it doesn't do anything to me if I get paid or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Obviously, at the gym, I used to get paid because it's a corporation. Hello, they got money to pay me. You know what I mean? And, and also the studios, they got money to pay because people that goes to take yoga in studios, people pay, right? So, but being in quarantine, my yogis, most of them, they're home. So, I have people that have given me stuff like Amazon gift cards. Some of them send me a check. Out of the kindness of their heart, they want to contribute, but they didn't have to. They just did it because they wanted to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so that's why I just figure I just give free yoga, because I'm not doing yoga as a business. I don't think I'm ever going to do yoga as a business, because I don't see it why I have to do it as a business. I'm making enough money. Because that's your business. That's what you've been doing for years.
No, I'm saying, but that's why I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that you're able to have, because your company, here's the thing, you're providing free yoga, but you're able to do it because of a company that you built. You're able to do it because
if I didn't have a job, I didn't have a company, I didn't have anything, then maybe I would have to charge.
Yeah, but you're still building. That's what I feel is most important about it. That you
know what? I feel very blessed that now that we are in this situation with this COVID-19 thing, I feel very blessed that I still have my clients. You know what I mean? Because now more than ever, they need cleaning and they need disinfecting, and more than ever, they need me to go and clean and all this. And I still have my clients, so it doesn't matter if I'm being home quarantined for 3 months. I still go back. I started going back now. I went back, but I still have the clients. It's not like they let me go. It's not like they let me off or anything. So, you know what I mean?
That's history. That's what happens when you have.
So it's good to have a good base clientele. Very good to have a good base clientele. So you don't lose your job, you don't lose your business. You know what I mean? So I'm being able to do that. And these people, I'm grateful, So, but anyway, so that's it. So that's why I'm able to teach yoga for free, But wait, the way you wanted to ask me how I found yoga. I found yoga a few years ago. I was old back then for yoga too. I started. No, you're never too old to start yoga. I'm just saying that. But I did, you know what? I did hear about yoga back when I was 16 years old, believe it or not. Back in 1986. 1986, people were talking about yoga, but it wasn't yoga like it is now.
Right, it wasn't.
Okay, so back in 86, obviously, I was 16. People were talking to me about yoga, and I was like, what the hell is that? No, I don't want to do that, you know. All I wanted to do is party, go out clubbing, you know. That was my exercise back then. So that's all I did for exercise. Clubbing every weekend, you know. So if now that I think back, I was like, dang, I should have listened to these people because I would have started really young, you know?
You know, we start the journey when we're supposed to.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It worked. It worked, you know, and you were able to do it. You were able to do it when you were ready. But wait, I want to talk real quick about, okay, we talked about how you building up your business and the fact that it's why you're able to do the things you're able to do when it comes to the offerings of yoga now. Another thing about your business and you building it up the way you have is that you're able to travel. So I'm fell off my own chair, girl. So let's.
I'm sitting on a block right now.
I'm sitting on a bouncy chair.
I'm actually sitting on my lasana pose on my block.
Chair. But it allows your business and having your clients and the integrity and all that stuff that you're able to sustain everything also helps you travel. So let's talk a little bit about that traveling, because you're able to travel all over the world. Let's just really quick, before we go into our movement and breath, I want to talk about where you've been. I mean, let's talk about the fact that
the travel, obviously, I'm able to travel because I'm able to make money and I'm able to save money, right? So what I do is I plan my trips, right? I plan my trips. It's not like I just say, okay, I'm leaving and that's it. So what I do is plan my trip for like a year or so. So what I do is save my money and have like a separate account. You know, I have my regular account. I have like 3 freaking accounts, really. Business account, personal account, and then I have another account for leisure, like for traveling, things that I probably would like to do or whatever. So what I do in that account, I save all the money for like a whole year, right? That I'm going to travel, and I plan my travels. I say, well, this year I'm going to go to, I don't know, Asia or whatever. So I've been to Asia, you know. Obviously I went there to
study.
I went there to do the teacher's training for yoga. I went to Bali, and then after I finished with the teaching training, I was able to go to Thailand, Laos, Philippines, Cambodia. That's about it in Asia that I've been to.
And where else have you been? Because you've been all over the place. So let's do
Europe. I only been to Spain, London. Just recently, France with you. Remember, we went for that yoga retreat.
Me, you, and Bianca, who's on.
Holland. Where else did I go in Europe? No, I think that's about it in Europe. And then that's it. I've been just to Australia. I did when I was like maybe 25. Yeah, when I was 25, I did a backpack trip all over South America. So I was going for like 3 months doing that. So I was 25. I didn't have my daughter then. So I did one of those, you know, backpack trips with all this bunch of young kids.
Yeah.
So we went to like all the countries in South America. So I've been to all of it, South America. And what else did I been? I haven't been to China yet. Well, here in the US, I only been to Hawaii. What else? Few states, but the farther one that I've been to here is Hawaii and California. And the farthest place ever that I've been to is Australia. Oh no, wait, the farthest place ever that I've been to was the Maldives Islands.
Is
That
that
was the
farther
farther. I think that was farther than Australia.
well, it took forever for us to get there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think it
That's
took
for sure.
longer. Yeah, it took longer than going to Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But then
Jackie
in
has been
Australia,
everywhere.
I went to Australia for almost 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to travel to all the states in Australia. So I went to Melbourne, Adelaide, Queensland, the Outback, what else? Sydney, uh, Brisbane, I mean, Melbourne, everywhere in Australia. So I was able to do that for like 2 months straight.
I know.
But
I
yeah,
remember that trip. I lived vicariously through your posts. So yeah, Jackie has been
so
on.
that was an exciting trip. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, Jackie's been on almost all my retreats. I think you've been on. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we went to Cuba. Remember, we went to Cuba. I went to Cuba twice because first I went with you, and then the second time, what's her name? She arranged a second trip for myself and two other girls.
Janelle did it for you.
Janelle did it. Yeah, she arranged her. So I went there twice, which I love.
Yeah.
Cuba, Panama. Remember, we went to Panama.
We'll never forget Panama. We'll always have Panama.
We did Panama. Where else did we go? I don't remember.
Cuba, Maldives, Panama, No, you didn't go to Costa Rica with me.
Yeah, but I've been to Costa Rica, but not with you. I went to Costa Rica with my boyfriend who passed away.
I can't remember, but I think maybe you've been on 4 of my retreats.
Yeah. Then I was able to travel with my boyfriend who unfortunately passed away. We used to do a lot of the islands. So we went to a lot of the islands. We went to Barbados, St. Croix, St. Lucia. We did St. Thomas. We did Aruba, Turks and Caicos. He used to love the Caribbean islands. Like every vacation that we took was to the Caribbean islands. So we did almost all the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Jamaica. I mean, almost all of them.
Because it's beautiful.
Yeah. So I was fortunate. I was fortunate enough that he had money because he was a lawyer. Why do lawyer? So homeboy had no problem spending his money. So he took me everywhere. You know what I mean? So I was fortunate enough that I spent a lot of time with him. But he was very, very nice, very down to earth, humble person. He was very a humble person. He was, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he took me to all these places. So I was like lucky,
Yeah. I love that smile, baby. All right, so let me do this. This is what we're about to do, everyone. So I'm giving everybody about a minute to grab your mats, a minute to get comfortable on a mat or even in a chair, because what we're going to do in the beginning before we start moving is some breath work. And Jackie's going to lead us through. Excuse me, that's what happens when you drink water too fast. Jackie's going to lead us through, oh my gosh. Jackie is going to lead us through some breath work.
Right.
Alternate nostril breathing, because it is revolutionary to find your peace and your calm in the middle of what the world makes, in the middle of a chaotic world. That's the best way to put it. The world can get all chaotic, and here's how to make sure your space around you is not chaotic. So this is a really wonderful, amazing, and beautiful tool for you to use to find your peace, find your own calm. And I hope that you all understand that whenever you are in your own skin, which is every day, anytime, you have permission to give yourself peace, to give yourself calm, and to block out what the world tries to tell you, because what you tell you and how you bring yourself peace and calm is what matters the most. Self-care is a revolutionary act.
Yes, definitely. Yes, very important.
But it's
Very
very, very
important. Yeah.
important.
This is why I give out my free yoga classes, because it's very important to take care of yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit,
Yes,
your emotional health, which I been through a lot of emotional roller coaster, through this time. But yeah.
yeah. And this is a good way to help through this moment, because this moment is probably going to last longer because people don't seem to want to put on a mask when they go into public places, or or just go hanging out with 150 people at a beer bar. A beer garden is like,
I
don't
mean,
do that, girl.
we went to the we did a protest, but everybody was wearing a mask,
Yeah,
and we weren't like that close with each other because there was like a lot of space and it was outside. Because
right.
people keep saying about, oh, how about the protesters? They go all this, blah blah blah. But it's
We got
different because,
masks on.
first of all, everybody follow the rules. They all were wearing a mask, and it's an outside space. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's different when you go inside and
Yeah.
you.
So, yeah. And all of this stuff can make you nutty. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
It makes you nutty. So, Jackie is going to hit the mat. We're going to hit
Oh,
the mat.
okay. So
So
I'm
so
gonna move
everybody,
back on my mat.
I'm going to move back as well. So everybody find a really comfortable seated position. Jackie, you want to seat it, right? Because we're going to be doing alternate nostril breathing. Jackie's going to lead you through everything. So everybody take a moment, grab a space to get comfortable. I'm going to grab my seat here to start.
Am I okay here? You ain't out too far or no? I'm good?
You are good, hon.
All right. All right, guys. So find yourself in a comfortable space. You can either sit on a block if you do have one. If not, use your cushion, use your pillow, use your blankets, whatever you got, okay? This is just to elevate your seat, elevate your hips. So sit comfortably as you can in easy pose. We call this cross-legged position. Soften your shoulders back and down. All right, relax your face, relax yourself. All right. So what are we going to work on is on this Nadi Shadara breathing, alternate nostril breathing it's called. Okay, so what you want to do is fold your index finger, middle finger, and ring finger, and you're just going to leave your pinky finger and your thumb out. All right, and this is to alternate closing of the nostrils, right? So we're going to start by the right nostril. So you're going to close your left nostril, inhale through your right, and then close your right nostril and exhale through your left nostril, okay? So you're just going to keep doing this at your own pace, alternating your nostrils. So you inhale through the right and you hold the breath there. Hold the breath, close the right, exhale through the left. All right, so we're just going to do this a couple of breaths. So breathe in, hold the breath, close the right nostril, exhale through the left. All right, and now breathe in through the left nostril. Hold the breath, close the left nostril, exhale through the right. Now breathe in through the right. Close the right, exhale through the left. And just keep doing this at your own pace, okay? All right, one more. All right, so this type of pranayama breathing is just to calm yourself down, calm the nervous system down, calm your mind, and calm your whole self. So if you feel anxious, you feel like you got getting like a panic attack or something, some people do get that if you're in this closed space or whenever you feel like this, just try to do that type of pranayama and you're going to feel a lot more relaxed, more calm, more at peace, more at ease, all right? So now we're just going to do a couple of sun salutations here. All right, so come to the top of your mat. Root yourself on your mat. So bring your feet to touch. Relax your shoulders back and down. Bring your arms next to your hips. So really feel like the earth is supporting you here. All right. So you're going to inhale the arms overhead, palms touch. And then exhale your hands in prayer in front of your heart. And again, inhale the arms up, palms touch. Exhale your hands in prayer in front of your heart. And one more, inhale the arms up, palms touch. Exhale your hands in prayer in heart center. And just root yourself here for a few breaths. Feeling yourself supported by the earth. Close your eyes. This is called mountain pose, Tadasana pose. Just a few breaths. Setting your intention for your practice here. And then remember to move, breath, and movement. Okay, so each breath you move. This is what we call the vinyasa flow, okay? So inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, Swandai. Down, all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Look forward. Exhale, fold. And down. And step your right foot back. And step your left foot back. Come into your plank pose. All right? Now, for beginners, exhale the knees down, chest and chin down halfway. What I like to do is bring my legs back and come into your baby cobra pose here. So make sure your elbows are squeezed into the midline. Keep looking down at the mat so you can lengthen the neck here. And then press yourself up. Child's pose, so bring your hips back towards the heels of your feet. And exhale up into your downward dog, okay? All right. Inhale the right leg back, three-legged dog. Come to the ball of your left foot. And exhale your right foot forward. Come into your low lunge. Okay? You're going to shift your way forward. Inhale. And you're going to bring your left foot next to your right foot back into your forward fold here. All right. And then inhale the arms out and up. Palms touch. Exhale your arms out and down. Spine down, foot down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now step your left foot back. And step your right foot back, come into your plank. If you would like to do your chaturanga pose here, so in plank, you just shift your shoulders past your wrist, bend the elbow halfway in chaturanga. We call this chaturanga, lower push-up. Turn, come into your up dog, and then roll over your toes, and you push yourself back up into your down dog. That's if you would like to do your regular chaturanga push-up, okay? All right. Inhale the left leg back, three-legged dog. Come to the ball of your right foot. Take a deep breath and exhale. your left foot forward. Come into your low lunge. Shift your weight forward. Inhale. And exhale. Your right foot next to your left foot. Forward fold. Inhale your arms all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale your arms all the way down. All right. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Flat back. Look forward. Exhale. Fold. Now this time, for yogis who are a little more advanced, you can just jump back into your flow here, into your chaturanga. So you either bring your hands next to your feet, or you can also bring your hands in front of your feet, slightly bend the knees, bend into your thigh, okay? You take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. And then inhale, up dog, and roll over the toes, and push yourself back up into your down dog. All right? And then you catch up with your breath here. Pressing the mat away from you with your hands, bringing the crown of your head down towards your mat. Lifting your hips up to the sky. So you should be looking like an upside letter V as in Victor here, okay? Now, if the heels of your feet are not reaching the floor, don't worry about it. But keep bringing the heels of your feet down towards the mat, okay? And just breathe through it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out for 5 breaths, okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4. Breathe in. And breathe out. 5 breaths. All right. Bring your knees down. You can take a child's pose. Just bring the hips back towards the heels of your feet. Extend your arms forward. Placing your forehead on the mat. Opening your knees wide open for child's pose here. And just take a few breaths here. Relaxing. Okay? And I think that's it, right? Good? That's all the time we got. I don't know how much time we have because I'm not looking at the time. So
thank you so much for that, honey.
That's basically basic yoga, basic sun salutation, you know?
Yeah, I like to tell people that if no matter what they think they can or cannot do,
right.
Sun salutations are the best. It just opens you up. It gets you in tune with your body, gets you in tune with the breath, gets everything like all together and working. I love it.
Now, if you want a hardcore yoga, you can join my classes for free on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? And then, but that's a little more hardcore because I teach arm balances, inversions, and all that stuff.
Yes.
So I go in, like really in, like I go in for a whole hour and a half nonstop.
Yeah. So how can people where can people sign up? Can they go on to your
go to my bio? No, they can just send me what you call it? A DM. Send me a DM and then I send them the code. I send them, the code to log in into the Zoom.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to I'll make sure in the notes in this that I make sure everybody knows to look you up, write you. So because yes, this was basic. This is a good way to get you started.
Yeah.
If you want to go into arm balances and inversions and things like that, hit Jackie up because she will help you through. And she'll just put you there. That's what I like. She's going to take you through this whole process to get you there because it's a process.
Right. Because for any arm balance, any inversion, we need to open up the body, right? And what I do is give you a lot of exercises to open up the body first, and then at the end of the class is I give you the whatever inversion we're working on. So I'll let you know what inversion are we going to be working on. And I open up your body through that whole hour and a half. And then at the end of the class, I teach you the inversion. And a lot of my students have done it. Like, it's a breakthrough. You know what I mean? Because that used to happen to me when I used to go to my yoga studio in Lodi, which I miss very much.
Yeah.
Because my teachers there are the same way. They work your body through it, and at the end, they teach you the inversion or the arm balance that they were working on, and I had so many breakthroughs through that. In that studio, I had so many breakthroughs. And, and I miss it a lot because that studio is very diverse. It's diverse. You get the Asians, you have the Hispanic, you have some white people, and it's the black people. It's the only studio that I have found that is diverse. The only one. And I've been doing yoga since, almost 9 years now?
Mm.
And it's the only studio in New Jersey, for people who doesn't live here people who live here in Jersey. I'm sorry. It's the only studio that I can honestly say is diverse. And it's and my teachers are really good teachers. Yeah.
They'll be eventually one day we'll all be back to studios. Eventually, one day. It ain't now. Yeah. Good. But I hear as much as it was wonderful for you to be at that studio, the good thing is you've learned so much and people can learn a lot from you.
Yeah, I learned so much from them that I'm teaching what I learned to my students now. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. Jackie, baby, thank you, honey.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, and remember, take the time to breathe. Breath helps to calm the mind. Listen to what you said.
Or take a walk. Meditation is so many different things. You can take a walk. You can clean. Meditation for me is cleaning too. When I clean, I'm on the zone. I'm really in the zone when I clean. That's very meditative for me.
Meditation and movement can be anything. That's why some people say gardening is their therapy.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So, y'all, make sure your body's moving. Make sure you're doing something that makes you
doing something that makes you feel great, makes you feel calm, positive, Yeah. But
definitely.
I'm gonna go get my hair done. That's another way of me meditating because I have to get my hair done. So I'm gonna take a walk to my hairdresser, which is not that far.
Okay. All right, baby, go get.
Thank you guys for logging in. I don't even know who logged in. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me. Lisa's here. What's up, homie?
And then we'll be able to. Everybody will be able to see it later too, because I'm gonna post.
How do I see it later? Because I'm not too technologically savvy. So.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
You got me. There's Eddie. What's up, Eddie? I see Eddie here. Oh, he's so nice.
About it, baby.
I miss you, Eddie, in class. He goes to my Lodi classes. Lodi studio. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, people. Everybody's here. Thank you, guys.
Jackie's going to be saying good night all night. I love you, baby.
All right, hon. I love you, too. Bye. You are wonderful, Latifa, and I'm so glad you're doing this for us.
Thank you.
Beautiful soul, beautiful smile. You're just beautiful. I love you,
baby. I love you too, honey. Thanks, hon.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
So I just